12 years now to, every year you go into the season with the hope that you're one of the last two teams playing. That just hasn't been the reality for me, and I'm just really excited for this group and for myself. It's been a crazy ride, and now we're here, and we're excited to kind of show the world what the Blue Jays are all about.
Stay in the same row.
Kevin, a few years ago, I remember you were in the same room, and you were talking about at the end of the 2022 season, you said, we have to learn how to win, and you guys are in the World Series. Just take me a bit through the journey of the past few years and what it's been like to stay in Toronto.
Yeah, really this is the reason why I came here. Looking at the roster years ago, after the 21 season, I believe they had the best offense in baseball in 21, and that definitely excited me, being a pitcher. So, but really kind of looking at the names on the roster, knowing that, all those guys, I felt like we're going to be here for a while, and really kind of had the foundation of being really good, and also having George being kind of the veteran leader, and also, just looking at, the pitchers that they already had, Barrios and, Manoah. And so, there was a lot to like, and that's ultimately why I came here. The first couple of years were rough and heartbreaking, to get swept, back-to-back years in the postseason and the wild card was tough. And last year was even tougher because I felt like we were a really good team, but just didn't play very well, and we all just kind of got punched in the face. And I felt like the organization did a really great job of looking internally while also kind of figuring out moves they needed to make. And hats off to them for doing everything that they have to get us to this point, and it's taken a lot of different people.
Third row on your left, Jordan.
Kevin, having thrown the splitter for as long as you have, what have you observed about that pitch becoming a lot more popular across the league, and what has it been like having a couple guys join your team this year that have relied on heavily in Hoffman and Savage?
Yeah, it's fun. I think back even to 21 when I signed with the Giants, and they kind of told me, we want you to be a two-pitch guy with your secondary pitch at the time being a pitch that 90% of the league didn't even throw. And I kind of thought they were crazy, to be honest, and didn't know kind of why they thought it would work. But really, then I was having a great spring, and then COVID happened, and really it was kind of the perfect scenario. It was like, I'm only going to make 10 starts. I feel pretty confident that I'll still be able to get a job, even if this goes south. And I was 3 starts in, and I was like, I'm never going to pitch any different than this, and had faced a lot of guys that I faced really early in my career, but I was a completely different pitcher now. And so it was really kind of fun for me to see that pitch just grow and get better and better the more I threw it. And now it's a pitch that, a lot of guys throw, and it's a good pitch when it's on. I think it's the best in baseball when it's on. So it's been really fun to see, and we're going to see a lot of them this series for sure.
Stay in the same spot with Chelsea.
Hey, Kevin, you kind of talked about it. You've been on really good teams that didn't get here for whatever reason. Now that you're here, have you come to any conclusions about what it takes to have a good team that can also win when it needs to like this?
This is only my first World Series, so I really can't. I feel like I can't say that much about it. But the two best teams that I've been on were the 21 Giants and this season. And when I think back to those two teams, a lot of things had to click. Especially the Giants. Like 21, I think everybody picked us to finish last in the NL West, and we won 108 games. So. It just seemed like every kind of move that Kapler made that year worked, and there was a lot of times where he would make a move in the dugout and everybody kind of wouldn't agree with it, but it somehow worked. And so, it just kind of got to a point where everybody believed, and that's kind of the same feeling here is the belief in each other that, no matter what the score is, no matter who we're playing, we feel like we have a chance.
Last row straight back, Mike.
Kev, is there a measure of revenge here for you? You talked about that 21 Giants team. The Dodgers knocked you out in the first round. Is it nice for you to have another shot at them?
Yeah, for sure. But I would feel the same way if we were playing anybody. I want to win. It doesn't matter who's over there. I still think about the check swing on Wilmer Flores. I don't think it was a swing, but that's kind of water under the bridge. But and Max was pitching in that game, so it's kind of full circle. Now I've got to know Max on a personal level, on a professional level, and what an unbelievable career he has had. And if you've spent any time around him, like, he is a baseball mind. He doesn't stop. It's nonstop, and there's definitely times I have to kind of distance myself from him at times because he's just go, go, go all the time. But no, I think I would have the same feeling if I was playing anybody.
It sounds
Okay, we are hearing live from Kevin Gausman, learning that he is starting for the Jays in Game 2. This after the team announced earlier Trey Savage starting in Game 1 tonight. Dodgers, they're going to have Blake Snell starting Game 1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto start in Game 2. Game 1 starts at 8 o'clock tonight.